Hey Libra, I'm Chris. Welcome to your September Tarot Scope and welcome to the house. Now guys, if you like this video, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. As well as you'll find in the description below everything you need to get in touch with me for a personal reading. If you'd like to donate to the channel to keep it running, all that good stuff. Now Libra, we are in full-blown Virgo season. So happy almost birthday. It'll be your birthday at the end of the month, which I'm frankly kind of looking forward to because as a Gemini with the Libra moon, it's a very much lighter season than what we're dealing with right now. Virgo season placements are heavy, but the thing is this month, guys, is that we really have to be discerning. We really have to get down to the details and be practical about the way things are going for ourselves. And to really, for Libra especially this month, it feels like a month where it's very important to keep things in perspective, especially with regards to our love lives, right? Virgo likes to sift through things. It likes to pick and choose. It likes to take the good crop out and like throw away the rest. Or let's say Virgo quality would be to compost it and then make fertile soil. But Leo, with your ruling planet Venus in the sign of Virgo, it makes that sort of romance a little heavier. It makes it a little less fun. Central situation for the month of Libra, we have the Page of Wands. And Libra, we could end up getting angry this month. Tempers could get out of control. Frustration can get out of control. What I said in the beginning here, especially with regards to our love life, right? Whether you're a single Virgo Libra who's looking, or you're Libra in a relationship, it's really important to be very particular about what you need and be able to express that. We need this month to get very down and dirty with the details of how we function in our relationships and also how we function with regards to our money, right? Venus rules money and it rules emotional abundance. Here in the center of the month for Libra, guys, it feels like there's potential here for anger and frustration. But the thing is that what is at the core here actually, I think, is creativity. I think is sexuality. Like, it only becomes anger and frustration if your energy is not channeled in the proper ways. And what are the proper ways this month, Libra? We have to do a deep dive and figure out what we need, what our life is asking us to do. With the Page of Wands, we have to follow our passions. We have to be passionate, right? Anger is just a sign that like we're feeling very powerless. Anger is how we sort of get control over situations. And Libra, I think this month we have to reckon like what we don't have control over and what we do. We have to accept certain areas of our life that right now at least we don't have full control over. And we need to take charge where we do. In our ideals, Libra, we have the Eight of Cups. Really wanting to let go of a lot of emotional burden, right? And this is sort of what I'm talking about in the beginning of this reading. There have been situations, like for me as a Libra moon, I know other Libras who've been dealing with this, there's been situations where we have to pick and choose what are we going to get mad about and what do we accept? What do we let go? Is that little white lie our boyfriend told us about who he was fucking before we started dating worth it? Is it worth holding on to that? Libra, this month, regardless of your relationship status, it's important for you to ask yourself over and over and over again, is this worth it? Because you're feeling the weight of emotional baggage. You're feeling the heaviness of holding on to things. And there's a desire here, Libra, to let it go, right? To move on, to not be so heavy. So this month, Libra, how do we pick and choose the right things to hold on to, the right battles to pick, right? We go by our intuition and our instincts. We go by, more than anything, even our intellect. If your intellect, Libra, is saying, I keep wanting to say Virgo, if your intellect, Libra, is saying just walk away, like this is the month to walk away. This is not a month to cater to our smaller emotions. Because, Libra, why not? Why do we not want to give? look at where we moved from, Libra. So here we have the 3 cards representing our past. We went from here, the Hermit, to the 4 of Wands, happiness, joy, to look at that. So Libra, in our journey for love, we've gotten closer to it. Now, if you're someone who doesn't have it yet, we've sort of gotten ourselves into a place where now we can receive it, right? Libra, I've talked so much in the past readings about, being a kind of person who's in a place to have a relationship. And you know what, Libra? We did the work. We did the soul searching. We spent enough time being on our own to understand who we are, to understand what we're about, and to understand what we need. And things have sort of felt a little better, right? There have been reasons recently to celebrate. Like, there have been connections to people. There have been love. If this is just friends and family, it's enough of that feeling of love to be able to celebrate life, right? There's sort of a return, Libra, to the feeling of wanting to celebrate life, of wanting to, making a conscious choice to live in joy, to embrace happiness, to embrace connection, to embrace family, to embrace love. So if you're a Libra in a relationship or a new relationship or dating somebody, there's mad potential here, Libra, for this to go really well. For this to be one of those soul connections of a lifetime. Again, if you're a Libra who's single or looking, it's like you have the aura to attract what you want and what you need. There's such a journey here, Libra, from the Hermit to the 2 of Cups, of finding happiness, of finding at the very least inner joy, of finding worth is what it feels like here. Finding confidence. Finding your ability to be a good partner because you did the things that you can for yourself, where now you can provide. Where now you can, you worked on your healing, you worked on finding yourself, you worked on getting your money together. And now all those things are sort of clicking into place little by little. And a place where now, Libra, by the end of our this month, going into our season, to your season, that Libra connectivity is possible. The feeling of just warm goodness. But we have to make it through Virgo season first. So be wise with regards to your relationships, Libra. This is why I said in the beginning, we have to lead with intelligence. We have to be smarter in a way than our feelings, because our feelings are a little all over the place. Our feelings are still like maybe unjustifiably heavy, right? Almost as if like we're feeling like, why am I a little sad? Why am I a little depressed? I thought I got past this. I thought I went through this. Libra, you went on the journey to do it. You have the resources now. You're back home, right? Out in the journey. Now you're back home. And now you're connecting. In our turning point, Libra, we have the world. So what does this say to us? This is saying we're so fucking done. We're just so ready to just celebrate this happiness and this joy. We're so ready. We're so equipped to be in that love partnership. To be in that feeling of commitment with the person. Some of y'all might straight up be ready for marriage. But what the world is telling us here, guys, is that we are actually moving on. And how are we moving on? Page of Wands. By asserting ourselves. By asserting our needs. By knowing what our needs are more than anything. by getting in touch with those things, by creating, right? By putting our energy now into passion, into living life passionately. You know, Virgo energy can be not the most fun, exciting energy, but it builds shit. It creates reality. It creates a really beautiful version of reality. So Libra, going into September, we're letting things go in a big way. By the end of September, guys, I'm saying you could be in a place where you just feel like you're a different person. Where you look back at yourself from this time last year and you're like, who invited that girl? Security! I kid, but I'm serious. It feels like we're on the cusp of shit. And again, I say we, Libra moon, right? I always feel like the moon stuff is really important when we look at the way we're transforming inside and how we're connecting to partners. Just a little pro tip. The moon compatibility, when you're looking at compatibility on signs, is probably the biggest indicator of compatibility. It's the part of you can't change. It's your subconscious drive. And very fortunately, I have a boo who, him and I are both Libra moons. Ow. Ow. Just saying. Okay. Yes. 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 Okay. Libra. So we have, going forward into September, we're starting with the 10 of Wands, the 4 of Cups, and the 5 of Swords. Now, Libra, towards the end of the month, we're going to again have to recognize things we cannot control. But here at Libra, I'm looking at this and it almost feels like a sneak attack, right? You surrender control in one way by gaining control in a whole nother big way, right? So for instance, this could be like you recognize your job isn't going anywhere, so you get a new job that pays better. It's recognizing, you can't control that, it's people be out there flirting with your man, so what do? You get hot as hell. And you just build up your confidence, right? Here with the 10 of Wands, this is why I was so excited to see this card. It shows us that we're going to be putting the work in. What a great... You see what I said about the way you channel this energy? Libra, right now, the world, your soul, your destiny needs you to work your hardest. It needs you to be really, really serious. This Page of Wands is young, but he's ambitious. He's just starting, but he's ambitious. So Libra, this means also doing the work in your relationships and in your love life. What did I say in the beginning, right? What are we letting go? What battles are we choosing not to fight? What are we just going to accept? You can't get jealous, Libra, about someone that your significant other was hooking up with like 2 or 3 years before they met you. Right? What's the point in getting angry over shit that happened in a time that you weren't even a part of this person's life? But also, Libra, this is you winning. Right in the middle there, we have the 4 of Cups. So this month, Libra, is going to be a month of contemplation, of reflection, of thinking shit way the fuck through before you pop off. Right? Of taking a step back from the world in certain ways. Taking a step back maybe from the socializing. To get your grind on. And Libra, it's going to be super successful. Like sometimes I look at this card and I feel like you could be these guys. But right now it feels like, Libra, you're those guys. You're just like kicking ass and taking names. So in that, I see sort of ending the month in a position of power. Libra, how many of y'all are just like feeling the love right now? Knight of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Again, guys, also, we want movement with regards to our emotional reality. We don't want to be stuck in these places. We don't want to be stuck in this heaviness and this burden. We're changing. We're changing in a big way this month, Libra. But I have to make it clear, it depends on work. And it depends on keeping like your emotions real steady. And here, what I also want to say about this though is that you keep your emotions real steady by recognizing your abundance. By recognizing and acknowledging and reaffirming to yourself what you have in the world that's good. Right? Reaffirming to yourself what about this partner in your life, this person in your life, is actually feeding your heart. It's like not a time to be petty. It's a time, as much as I hate saying this, to be the bigger person. That doesn't mean let yourself get walked all over. That doesn't mean let somebody like treat you like shit. But it means like don't pick fights. Have the control of your mind. Have the control over your emotions to channel the energy that you're feeling productively. Because when you get to October, guys, you're going to really be glad that you did. You're going to be really glad that you did. Our outcome for the month, Libra, the Six of Pentacles. Are we getting more financially abundant? Are we getting more financially stable? Do you see what happens, Libra, if you do the work? Do you see what happens if you put your nose down and you don't get swept up into bullshit? And you actually maybe pull back and you meditate and you think and you get lots of rest and you spend lots of time at home, maybe even? So much stability, so much wealth. Like, look at those pretty little butterflies, the way they're just fluttering around like light as air on a spring day. It smells like sheets drying in the wind or the sun or whatever. Like, that's what this card smells like to me right now. So Libra, put your energy where it's worthwhile. Put your energy, like, you have to this month focus on what's good. You have to focus on what you have. Right? Your skills, your resources, the love and support you have. You have to like be practical again. Be reasonable, be level-headed, be smart. More than anything, Libra, just be smart, right? Like, don't fuck up a good thing over insecurities. Right? Just don't. I feel like that's the main message here also, right? Don't fuck up a good thing over insecurities. Don't stop yourself mid-track on your way to like making something great because you're second-guessing yourself. Because you're second-guessing if you're good enough to get that job or to get that man, a woman. Libra, last bit of advice from the Oracle. We have being. This is a card of creation. This is a card of the gathering of the primordial forces of the universe and making something of them. Libra, we're past, like your old way of being is done. The jobs you had, the old relationships you had, maybe even some friendships. It doesn't have to be gone, but you've outgrown so much. This month is asking you, Libra, to create, to bring newness into being, to be relentless, to love what you're creating, to see the value in what you're creating, to see the value in yourself. That's going to enable you to create like the bombest ass thing you can make. This is a pure channeling of your spirit. This is a pure like Like, what you want, you can get. Alright, Libra. Again, please like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Libra, it's going to be a great month. I love you very much. Happy early birthday. And we'll be in your season any minute now. Just eyes down, straight ahead. We'll get through it. Love you guys. Bye-bye.